just watched I Love Boosters and I'm gagged. That movie gagged me, and I absolutely need to talk about it. Special shout out to K. Reed Copeland for leaving this comment in my last video. Make sure you guys leave a comment under this one so you can be featured in the next one. I want to hear what your favorite part about I Love Boosters is. What, if you liked it, what was your favorite thing about it? I Love Boosters was such an exciting ride for me. I had to put on my I Love Boosters inspired fit for the video. I also would like to say there are going to be a lot of spoilers. So if you ain't watched the movie yet, save the video, go watch the movie before Boots Riley start knocking on your door, and come back and let's talk about it. I Love Boosters proves that original movies can be innovative and fun and still have something to say, but be something that we've never seen before. I Love Boosters is about Corvette, who is an aspiring designer and the leader of the Velvet Gang, which is a group of boosters. They end up stealing from a designer named Chrissy Smith, who stole one of Corvette's designs. And as they're stealing and in the midst of this, they realize how corrupt the clothing industry is, from the CEO to the factory workers to the workers who work in the actual stores. And even though they are boosting, and that's technically stealing, this whole industry is built upon theft. This movie is definitely absurd and surrealist and weird and quirky. And in a sea of like predictability and knowing what's going to happen with a lot of movies and remakes and reboots and sequels, it really is just such a fun ride. Even if it's not your thing, it really is such a fun ride. Like, I was so excited about this movie. I'm just like this to talk about it because it was that inspiring. And not only that, it had a predominantly Black cast. And y'all know I love a movie with a predominantly Black cast. Now, Boots Riley has been on the ground marketing this movie everywhere he can. That man is tweeting so much, telling people to watch the movie, quoting people, telling them to watch it on the weekends, and really informing everybody, like, if y'all want movies like this is how we do it. Go watch it on the weekend. Go do this. Go do that. And it's so nice to see that kind of grassroots marketing that we usually don't see, especially from the director. And he's kind of been like forcing people to see it, even if they aren't open to a movie that is this weird and this quirky, which it is. And if that's not your thing, you can definitely be put off from it early on. Boots Riley has a way of being very unserious, and what can start off as like jarring and annoying, as the movie goes on, it becomes very charming, and it makes me love the movie even more because it feels like its own thing. It's not trying to be anything else. It's not trying to be somebody else's. It's really just an original, down to the ground. And when I say this movie is an original, there's claymation. Who does claymation anymore? There's miniatures. There are all these like old school techniques, making it so like futuristic and sci-fi without using the CGI and making it look fake. And I know like miniatures and claymation is fake, but it still has a movie magic about it that makes it feel like I'm watching a movie and I'm enjoying this, but I feel like this all could be happening in some alternate universe, rather than oversaturating the movie with CGI bullshit. The old school filming techniques aids in the movie's like tongue-in-cheekiness, and it really just makes it so endearing. And Boots Riley is going to do whatever he wants to do, and we're gonna let him if it aids in the story. If the story is good enough to where the weird stuff doesn't bother me that much. And I genuinely think that this movie is that. Now, it can be off-putting for some people. I'm not gonna lie. If you haven't watched Sorry to Bother You, if you haven't watched I'm a Virgo, you could very well go see this movie and walk clean out. I definitely see Boots Riley like daring people to walk the fuck out. And this movie has those moments if you're not used to the type of stuff he does. Movie-wise, story-wise, I think that Keke Palmer, Naomi Ackie, Demi Moore did such a great job. Taylor Page, oh my goodness, like this cast is so stacked and nobody feels out of place. Like, even though this cast is so wonky together on paper, everybody does such a great job in the roles that they have. I can definitely see some of the issues with the pacing. I think towards the second act, it kind of gets like, where are we going? What are we doing? And like I said, if you are not used to Boots Riley, it can be very off-putting. There's skin suits, there's this big physical ball of anxiety following Keke Palmer's character around. Lakeith Stanfield is some type of soul-sucking demon. And even though I think all of his scenes were very unnecessary, him being on screen is always provoking and captivating. And even though I'm like, why is he in this movie? I wasn't mad when he was on the screen, and that's just the magic that Lakeith Stanfield has. Another critique that I have is there's a moment with Corvette and Sade that doesn't feel earned all the way, because there's so much other stuff happening. When they do have like their little conflict blow up moment, it doesn't hit the same for me. It didn't feel that, like, I didn't feel the depth in that, because I felt like their relationship was like the D story. So when the D story thing kind of blows up, I'm just kind of like, okay. But I think at the heart of this movie, discussing the effects of capitalism, community, organizing, I think it makes all the weird, crazy stuff worth it. Keke Palmer was able to be vulnerable and kind of eccentric. I feel like this was such a perfect role for her. I wonder how this movie is gonna fare like in the next couple of weeks, and how it's gonna kind of go once we go towards the end of the year, because this is a May movie. And I don't know, once Oscars, you know, I'm already talking about the Oscars. Y'all know how I do. Once Oscars season rolls around, if I Love Boosters will have that staying power, because a lot of people found this movie weird, but then a lot of people love this movie. And I think that it has such a beautiful message. And I really want to see this movie really leave a lasting impression on 2026, because it's really one of the favorites I've watched so far. But I think this is a win for original movies. I think this is a win for people who want to make weird movies. I think this is a win for directors who want to have a predominantly Black cast, just like Sinners was last year. Even if this isn't your thing, I definitely feel like this is what the future of filmmaking and the movie industry should look like. Boots Riley hitting the streets hard, marketing this movie, telling everybody and their mom on Twitter, making YouTube videos, kind of explaining the process of how the movie came to be. I'm loving the marketing. I'm so glad that Ryan Coogler introduced a style of marketing that we can do on YouTube and TikTok and really talk straight to the people. Forget the trailer, talk straight to the people, because that's what the people want. And that is what is going to get people to watch your movie. Word of mouth. And Boots Riley has definitely honed in on that. We complain about reboots and remakes and 20-year sequels, and this movie is going against all of that. It's something that we have genuinely never seen before. And I am not going to stop making YouTube videos until the majority of the movies that come out in the theater are exactly like this. Original, exciting, fun, engaging, gets the people talking. Like this movie excited me so much, and not just because of what it's saying and what it's doing as a movie and the messages in the movie, but what it means. There was a time where we were predominantly watching original movies in the theater, and we have to get back to that. That's what we deserve. As an audience, we deserve storytelling that is new, because there are so many people that have so many different stories, and all of the old Hollywood stuff has to go. I Love Boosters is the future, even if you didn't like it, which I can't agree. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments. What did you think of this movie? What did you like? What didn't you like? Demi Moore walking around and calling them urban bitches is crazy. No disrespect to urban bitches. I really don't want to be annoying about this movie. Y'all know how I get. This movie is not for everyone. I'm just gonna say that. If you don't like absurdity and surrealism, which I don't really like, but when Boots Riley does it, it's endearing and charming to me, so I don't mind it. And I'm just gonna leave you out with that. Let me know what y'all think about I Love Boosters down in the comments, and while you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.